obviously disappointing last week with that game postponed. I guess from the coach's point of view, it feels like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, we were really looking forward to it. Obviously post Christmas, bit of BNI Cup, and we're looking forward to playing at the Mem again. The weather hasn't been great, so I think all teams are training in the mud and the rain. And we felt we were ready. We put some good performances in the BNI and even up in Leeds. Disappointing to lose, but we grew stronger as the game went on. So it was a real disappointment, and no doubt disappointment for the fans as well. So plus it clogs up the season a little bit later on as well with a rearranged game now. But hey, that's British weather, I suppose.
Yeah, is there a slight concern in your minds now preparing for this weekend that you've got to have a lingering doubt at the back of your mind that this one could be in doubt as well?
No, I think Bristol Rovers clearly had 2 games in a week. It was torrential, wasn't it, the day before and the morning of the game. Plymouth were due to travel pretty early, so to be fair to them, I think it was probably the right decision. And if the pitch is unplayable, it's unplayable. So this week, even though it's raining now, it's early in the week, and we'll be hopeful of the game going ahead. So obviously the fans who missed out last week will hopefully turn up, and we'll get a decent crowd.
Yeah, I guess it's nice to be at home again, isn't it? After the postponement, to be back at home again.
It's been one of the endearing factors for me since I've come is the support at the Mem. I think I've been really surprised by it and really pleased by it, because it's a real nice place to play. It's the players are comfortable there. You're made to feel welcome, and they're educated fans. They know their rugby and they back their team. So and they come in large numbers, and that's really important. Particularly if we're fighting on 2 fronts and we get to the latter stages that we are, our whole squad is functioning for the fans and they get behind us. Then it's a nice marriage. So yeah, nice to be home. Just can't wait for it to come now.
Yeah, and Jersey, what do you expect from them? I mean, I guess they've got nothing to lose when they come to a place like Bristol.
No, and that's the other thing about the Mem and Bristol with this tradition is that you give the opposition a team talk before the game, don't you? So we're well aware of that. Look, they've got a new head coach, previously the Cornish Pirates, who've had some success against Bristol, and he's a good young coach, and they're a good side. They caused us some problems out there. I think I went on record to say I was pretty pleased that we had them early in the draw, where the weather was pretty good, because the pitch was quite sticky, but it was good on that day. But they caused us some real problems. We had to work hard for our win. So we expect the same on Sunday. If I'm honest, we've been concentrating on ourselves and developing our game. We're looking at our combinations and trying to get some consistency in our training. That's certainly happening as far as I'm concerned, and we look forward to the challenge then.
Yeah, I mean, injury front, have you got a pretty much full squad to choose from?
Well, it's the best since I've been here, so that augurs well. I don't know why, but maybe because we're fighting on 2 fronts, they're getting fit. But no, they're a good bunch. They work hard, and they've got themselves fit. Clearly, Hobbo's still a concern, a long-term injury. James Merriman has picked up a bit of a twist to his knee up in Leeds Carnegie the week before, which will put him out for a few weeks. But of course that's where the signing of Ross Rennie comes in, and we have backup in terms of people like Ian Grieve, who was selected last week, in our midst. So pretty healthy front in terms of fitness, which is important considering we're now in 2 competitions. Yeah. It's been exciting having Jack just in around the training environment. He's a great character. He was an exciting signing for Bristol, and he's a long layoff without any rugby. So he's got himself back to supreme condition. Credit to our conditioning and our medical staff for that. And he comes into reckoning now this week. He's available. So if he has a good training week, then you may see him involved on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you've already named a team for the game that gets postponed, does that sort of show your hand a little bit for the next week, or is that not coming to you?
No, you'll see some changes this week. There's a plan for blocks of games. It was somebody's chance last Sunday, and unfortunately, the way that sign-ins and injuries sort of creep into the season, they may not get that chance again this week. Unfortunately, that's the way. Also, you pick accordingly to the opposition and the timings of the season. We've got a lot of games in a block now, and we'll be playing through that block, looking to the week's break that we have before Leeds, and managing the squad accordingly.
Yeah, and what have you made of the Scottish duo that have arrived, Ross Rennie and McAnally.
Yeah, I knew a lot about Ross, coached against him a lot, obviously at the Ospreys, and saw young McAnally come through the ranks, still, of a good age, the pair of them. Very professional players, and I think that's been handy, and my aim is to create a far more professional culture here. An honest one that works hard and drives standards, and those two epitomise that. So they've been good assets to the squad in the short time that they've been here, and that can only benefit Bristol Rugby.
Yeah, would you be no doubt of throwing them in as soon as possible in that respect?
Yeah, look, I think Stewart's a recently converted back row to a hooker, so it'll probably take him a little bit longer to get in amongst us. Line-out calls and scrum drill and things like that are technically very important. Ross is an international player at 7, and with Mez's injury, that's quite timely. So I would imagine we'd see Ross a little bit sooner than Rambo. Watch this space. Rambo's his nickname, McAnally. But it won't be long, and as I say, we've got some A games, we've got the British and Irish Cup, so he'll be in the mid soon.
George Watkins, we haven't spoken to anybody since his departure was confirmed. A blow to be losing him at the end of the season. Yeah,
it is. These things happen. Like sometimes they're thunderbolts, they come out of the blue. Sometimes you expect them. Like George has international ambitions. That's something that we certainly support him with. But let's be clear, look, we wanted George Watkins at the club. He's a local lad, he's come through the system, we wanted him at Bristol Rugby, and it's his decision to go. We have to respect that. Whether it'll work out for him or not, time will tell, but if he works hard and leaves this place, both with the management, the players and the supporters, then I'm sure in the future Bristol will be a club for him to come back to. So it's disappointing, yes, but let's move on to the next guy.